The sun was saying good night. Outside Bluey's window, the sky was turning soft and sleepy. Purples, pinks, and gentle oranges melted together like a warm bedtime hug. One by one, the stars peeked out, blinking above the treetops. The breeze rustled the gum trees outside, whispering, "It's nearly time for bed." Inside the Healer house, everything felt extra cozy. The lights were dim. Bingo was already in her pajamas, snuggled on the couch with a warm drink. Dad was picking up toys. Mum was fluffing the pillows. It was the kind of night where stories floated in the air, waiting to be told. Bluey, however, wasn't quite ready to slow down. She was sitting cross-legged in the middle of her bedroom floor, surrounded by stuffed animals, blocks, and a big cardboard box she decorated with stars. On her head was a shiny silver crown made from tinfoil and pipe cleaners. Around her shoulders, a soft blanket was pinned with a clothespin, flowing behind her like a royal cape. She stood tall, one paw on her hip, and declared in her bravest, most dramatic voice, "I, Bluey the Brave, noble knight of the toy kingdom, accept the quest of the sparkle toothbrush." From behind the door, Mum peeked in with a smile. "The sparkle toothbrush?" she asked, pretending to be surprised. Bluey stepped out of her room, her cape billowing behind her like the banners of a great castle. The hallway now shimmered and stretched into a glittering pathway made of moonlight and stars. The air sparkled gently with tiny floating specks of light. She arrived at the edge of a glowing forest made entirely of clothes. Trees made of jumpers and branches of stripy socks waved gently in the breeze. This was the kingdom of the pajama pixies. Suddenly, a soft jingling sound filled the air. Dozens of twinkling little lights zipped through the air and began circling Bluey. One flew up to Bluey's nose and hovered there, giggling. "Who dares enter our sleepy forest?" asked the pixie. Bluey replied, "I am Bluey the Brave. I seek the sparkle toothbrush to protect the kingdom of clean from the cavity gremlins." The pixies gasped. The leader, wearing a crown of buttons, flew forward. "Then you must first complete a task, for no one may pass through the land of the pajama pixies unless they wear the armor of comfort." Bluey looked down at her day clothes and nodded. She tiptoed to the magical pajama drawer, which glowed under the light of the nightstand moon. Inside, she found her favorite starry pajamas. As she slipped them on, the forest sparkled brighter. Her cape turned into a fuzzy blanket, her crown into a soft sleep mask. She felt warmer, calmer, and more ready than ever. The button-crowned pixie handed Bluey a glowing pebble. "This is your bedtime beacon. When the time is right, press it, and it will light the path to the brushing springs." And with a swirl of sparkles, Bluey continued on her quest. Bluey padded into the cavern of comfort, a twisty corridor of cushions, socks, and toy blocks. Deep inside, a soft rumble echoed, snoring. She peeked around a blanket boulder. There lay Bingo, the drowsy dragon, curled up in her bed with Floppy tucked close. "O mighty dragon, I seek passage to continue my quest." Bingo yawned. "You must answer the riddle of the duvet. How do you keep a sleepy dragon from kicking off the covers without waking her up?" Bluey gently tucked Bingo back in, folding the blanket just right and placing Floppy under her arm. The dragon sighed. "You may pass." A golden feather drifted from the ceiling. Bluey caught it, the token of the cozy creature. She added it to her pajama pocket and tiptoed away. Bluey entered the shining marble room, where a glowing mirror stood above a sparkling sink. Mist floated like clouds. Bubbles chimed softly. From the mirror stepped the brusher of truths, Mum, cloaked in moonlight. "To earn the sparkle toothbrush," she said, "you must complete 3 sacred tasks. Trial 1, name the bedtime steps." Bluey answered, "Pajamas, brush teeth, cuddle or story, lights out, sleep." Correct. Trial 2, show the stance of a braver brusher. Bluey demonstrated with flair. Correct. Trial 3, defeat the cavity gremlins. 3 squishy gremlins appeared, giggling with crumbs in their teeth. Bluey received the sparkle toothbrush, glowing, powerful, magical. She swept it through the air, banishing the gremlins in puffs of cinnamon mist and bubblegum glitter. The room returned to calm. The toothbrush dimmed with warmth in her paw. Bluey was ready. The hallway was peaceful now. No glitter, no giggles, just quiet and the hush of night. Bluey passed the sleeping pixies. She waved to the dreaming dragon, tucked snugly under her blanket. Finally, she returned to her room, the royal bedchamber. Her bed was a ship of clouds. The moonlight smiled down. She placed the toothbrush in her treasure cap. The golden feather floated to her pillow. The bedtime beacon dimmed. Mum appeared with a storybook. She sat beside Bluey and read softly about sleepy bears and yawning owls. Bluey blinked slowly. As the story ended, Mum kissed her forehead. "Good night, brave knight." As Bluey drifted into sleep, her room melted into stars. She stood once more in a land made for dreamers, the dreamy kingdom. Cloud creatures cheered, pillows flew. A lion made of clouds bowed. "You have completed your quest. Now you may dream." She curled into a silky hill, Sir Squeak-a-Lot under her chin. The sparkle toothbrush glowed one last time, then dimmed. And Bluey dreamed of floating among the stars, where every child brushed before bed, wore magic pajamas, and slept soundly through the night. Good night, Bluey. Good night, little dreamer. Your toothbrush is ready, your cape is your blanket, and your dreams are your kingdom.